Mesdames et messieurs, je vous souhaite la bienvenue. Señoras y caballeros, que os deseo la muy bienvenida. Ladies and gentlemen, masal khir. It is an honor for me to be here with you to introduce to you, whenever I will get the slide, and I'm getting it in a minute. There you go. All this slide is saying is that I am attached, and it is an honor for me to be attached as leader international school, but there I am what people call an IB guy, because I am old enough to have lots of experience, and I know all the secrets about IB, which for me, it was essential that the school where I am at, where I work with, knows about it. Therefore, this is my pleasure again to invite you to discover Leaders International School. And again, there. Let's start this journey by introducing to you what IB calls the mission statement. This is a contract that IB has with themselves and the community, your beautiful community here in Egypt. So we must respect this contract, which says that we have to ensure that your children will be educated in a way that they will be helping us create a better world. And God knows that we know, and we do need how to create a better world. Therefore, we are going to ensure that all of the students will be, as it says here, knowledgeable. Of course, we teach them. We have fantastic teachers that are teaching them. They also will be brought up in a way that we will continue what you start at school, at home. What do you start? You start to ensure that they care about people. They care for their sisters. They care for their brothers. They care for their parents. We will ensure that your son, your daughter really continues in that way. Plus, again, they are going to be brought up in an intercultural. This is what, to me, is the most beautiful thing. First of all, we're going to ensure that they are Egyptian, that they know about their culture, that they never, ever loses it. And we are going to make sure that they know what Canadians think. By the way, I am half Canadian. They will also know what Spaniards think. By the way, I'm half Spaniard. And I must say that these days, I am very, very honored to have 1/3 Egyptian. I got my visa to prove it, if you want to see. So, in other words, we will ensure through a team, a very, very strong team, that beliefs and values will be taught to them. Most of all, respect, tolerance, open-minded to other culture, to differences. We will ensure that they grow up in a safe environment. They will be safe in the classroom. They will be safe in the school. They will be safe in the buses. They will be safe wherever that beautiful little girl will be, for sure. We will ensure also that you, dear parents, will be committed in this environment. Of course, we will communicate with you all the time. And usually we communicate for good news. We will also ensure that teachers together work together. We are a team, starting by home and at school, working together collaboratively. What do we want at the end? We want them to continue learn. We want them to be better learners. And as I was mentioning before, first of all, we will start by their own culture. We will wake them up. We will make them laugh at the same time. This is what I would say part of the contract. You've seen before what we call the IB mission statement. It could be resumed in 10 little words. You've heard it before. So how about if now you see about it? Let me show you a beautiful movie that in pictures will describe what we call the IB learner profile. Check this out and you can count up to 10, right? So, By the way, you always can access to this. If you go to the ibo.org, you will be able to access this video and much more other videos, including in Arabic, if you want to. There's no sound. But it's okay. If you want the sound, it's okay. I'm going to sing. There's no problem. There's no problem. There we go. We promise you to give your children a very high education. We promise you that we're going to help them help you create a better world. What we call the IB mission statement in action is then described with these 10 words. First of all, the very, very first belief value, we want them to know how to research, how to be curious, how to learn. We want them to, from the books, from the media, from internet, good luck with that. We want sure that also they will become thinker, think up here. Communicators, they will talk better, different languages that we are teaching. They will think, they will become more reflective about good things. Principle, the principle that you teach at home, we will continue. We will ensure also that they are open, that they are open-minded. I love balloons. And caring at the same time. Risk taker, like he was a risk taker by blowing this balloon in front of me. And balance. Balance meaning equilibrium. We will teach them those values. We will teach them to really respect this. And all of this in an international environment. Definitely, what do we want to? We want our planet, we want our community, number one, to be better. And again, safe environment is what we really want. A safe environment, because if they're safe, you'll be happy, and you will be safe too. We can promise you that. We have experience for this. So, at Leaders International, you will get this. It will happen. Now, let me describe to you more about Leaders International and in reality where it is. With the magic of technology, then that's it. So we have seen together the IB Learner Profile, and now let's go to how it is happening. First of all, Leaders International is fully authorized in 3 major programs from the International Baccalaureate, whose main office is in The Hague. There is another office in Singapore, and another one that is in United States, in a city called Bethesda, near New York. So there are 3 main cities where the main offices are. The IB is all over the world. We have hundreds of schools, hundreds and hundreds of students, and I'm not telling you about the teachers. We ensure that those 3 programs are framed by the IB. The IB is our boss. Every school has to be contouring towards the IB. So in other words, we don't make the rules. They make the rules, we respect those rules so that we will be competitive. Leaders International is competitive with any world school in the world. We have the primary program that is from the younger children. After their maybe 5 or 8 years in the primary program, depending if they start at kindergarten, then they can graduate to what we call the middle years program, equivalent at middle school in the United States or high school also included. 5 years at middle school. From middle school, then the real truth is happening. There is what we call the diploma program. Some people would like to call it maybe pre-university. And yes, you are in danger. I'm coming right near. Pre-university diploma program. This is your aim. You want your children to reach the diploma program. If they've been through PYP, if they've been through MYP, therefore, DP will definitely be a lot easier, although this is a very, very, very rigorous program, but the DP will prepare them to have a, what I would like to say, happy life. And so will yours. Curriculum. what we have to do, we have to prove that we have a curriculum that will ensure the children to be able to not only have a beautiful career, but this curriculum will prepare them to the world, to be responsible in this world. The curriculum, it goes from PYP to MYP to DP, but we have the what we call the core. It's been described to you before, so you know very well. I want to recap. You know that we have, I would say, number one, languages. Arabic is taught as a mother tongue. We will never forget that. We will ensure that their Arabic is great. Of course, language of instruction, depending on the school, it could be any language, but at Leaders, we have we have English as the language of instruction. And then we teach a third language or an additional language, which is French for us. So those languages are being taught. And once they get to DP, if we want to open more additional languages, such as Spanish, German, Chinese, whatever languages, we can do it when the needs are mentioned. We have this opportunity. We also, of course, have mathematics. We have sciences. We have technology. We have arts. Art can be divided into visual arts. It could be divided into any other art that we would like to create. IB offers us this frame, but we could offer them dance, we could offer them music, we could offer them any art program that could exist within what we call the family of the art. So this is all the big family that belongs to the curriculum. And the curriculum, the course outlines, it is done by us. It is submitted to the IB because they are the one that frame those programs. So we have to ensure that whatever is in the curriculum, it will bring them to the diploma program. And after the diploma, what do you think there is? Universities abroad. And it is easier for them to apply to the university. So what makes Leaders a great school? First, it starts with an administration that is very strong. It continues with a staff that is qualified as teachers in Egypt, qualified as the IB. They have to be trained in the IB. We have a support staff. If your child has a problem in one area or another, we can support them. We have a staff for this. We also have what we call coordinators for helping them socially speaking. So we have those kind of people that definitely will help them if they have maybe a little behavioral problem. We have help for that to bring them back in the proper route so that they are going to be successful. We have matrons, we have nannies, we have bus drivers, we have guards, we have security staff. Everything is there. It's a little community in itself. And of course, if they're hungry, there is a cafeteria, if no more than one. There is one inside. Don't beat on your sister. Baba will tell you. Good. All right? Then, of course, school is between four walls, but not always four walls. The best education we can ever get to, the best practice is when we are going to bring you outside in a museum to see what we are telling you. So maybe you're going to believe me when I tell you that it exists. It is there. So we are going to bring you not only in the best places here in Egypt, but why not abroad? So that you can discover, you can more and more believe that the teachers were right. They are going to live their own and make their own experiences. So that is why we have trips, excursion, not only for the fun of going out. It is linked to the curriculum. It will be learning trip, learning experiences. We ensure too that everything is linked to what we call international mindedness, because we want them to be proud Egyptians, but we also want them to be best citizens of the world. This is why they will be participating in activities helping people like me getting older, that we need younger people to help us out. We will teach them in all three programs. We will guide them in all three programs. Either it's called Action and Service, either it's called CAS in diploma, but they will first be guided, but then later on they will guide us. So the little one will become the one that will guide us in projects that they want. We want them to be innovative. We want them to come up with good ideas, and we will help. We will support in all experiences. Everything being linked to the curriculum. Of course, if you want to know more about the IB, you can contact the school. You can go to ibo.org. To the right, you can change the language from English to Spanish to French. Within the program, you can look for Arabic materials, and you are going to find it. So if these 4 languages are not enough for you to know more about the program, call me. I'll go to you, and I will tell you how to find it. Meshi? Capiche? Aiwa? Good. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good evening and enjoy your evening here. It was nice meeting with you. Bye-bye.